Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lily. I am so happy that you are here with me today. In today's video, I am going to do a flip through of 3 altered little golden books, and this is the first one. And you can see here how I like to save the golden spine. In this case, this one is a red spine, and I don't think I've come across one of these before, so this was a really nice find. And so this one, so beautiful. Look at all the yummy goodness. Look at that. Let me show you what the front looks like. Oh, so nice. I will, as soon as I get started with the flip through, you'll see all 3 displayed on my desktop. And so you'll get a nice glimpse as to what the front cover is. And then, of course, I'm going to go through all of the details and show you each and every page of all 3 journals. Let me show you the second one. And this one here, also so beautiful, saved that golden spine. And then the only difference with this one is that I added a nice little a velvet bow to the front cover and also saved that golden spine. And let me show you the third one. And so here is the third one. And this one is the Animals Christmas Eve with the golden spine. Oh, so beautiful. Are you guys ready to get started so we can flip through the pages? By the way, these will be listed in my Etsy shop, and I will have all of that information down below. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you are here for the first time, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. If you are new to my channel, please, I invite you to subscribe, like, and all of those wonderful things that help us grow together. You guys are awesome. Let's get started. We'll begin by seeing the 3 here side by side. They look so beautiful all together. I'm going to start with the Pokey Little Puppies First Christmas, so I'm going to set the other 2 aside. I will try to go and slower and be more thorough with the Little Pokey Puppies First Christmas. Ooh, I didn't skip a beat on that one. And then we'll go through the others a little bit quicker. But here on this one, I will point out all of the details. They are all very similar. They are all thrifted little golden books, and they are all Christmas themed. They all have the book corners, and then I've added beautiful velvet trim on the edge. And I have saved the golden spine, so if you would like to learn how to do this and save the golden spine on your books, your altered little golden books, I will have a video list down below in the description area where I show you how I do this. Each of the little golden books will have 2 signatures, and then also on the back, you'll see 2 more book corners and then another strip of beautiful velvet trim. And then here is a bird's eye view of the journal. It does have a little bit of alligator mouth. The spine is only a little bit over 1 inch. And then it opens up so beautifully. Lots of little trim, lots of little ribbons. And again, here is the bird's eye view, so you can see how it fans open a little bit. It just kind of springs open. Lots of room for even more embellishments. And then there is that side view, so pretty. All of those little ribbons and trims that you see, the majority except for the eyelash trim are all scrap ribbons that I keep in a scrap bag. The inside cover features a repurposed junk mail envelope. And again, I will have a video to all of the, a link in the description area to all of the relevant videos showing you how I make all of these different pieces and all of these little pockets and additions like this junk mail envelope. So yeah, if you want to see more videos, just open up that description area and I will have more information. If I miss anything, just leave me a comment or a question. And I've tucked in this Dear Santa letter that I picked up at a thrift store a while back. So I just folded it and tucked it in behind that envelope. Pointing out that the inside binding I've covered with some beautiful fabric that has yellow dotted gold polka dots. And then I also left that writing on the inside of the cover. And this appears to have been owned by someone in 2016, and they left their mark, and I thought it would be nice if I just left it there. And now, as I've been doing with all of my all of my journals, I include one of my signature little house envelope pockets on that very first page of the first signature. I love how these turned out. I also just recently uploaded a video where I show you how I made these little Christmas house pockets, and I have that also down below. Just open up that description area. I can't tell you or stress enough how in the description area there is so much more information that that will direct you to other videos as well. These are so cute. And then inside I made a tag, and these tags are made by repurposing ephemera packaging. This was either the backing to an ephemera pack or a sticker pack, and you can see I left some of the brand marking on the front of that. I didn't cover it all up completely. I added antique book pages and just tore them up and did some collage, added some die cuts and some stickers and some more tags for my stash, more stickers, and then beautiful velvet trim tied with some baker's twine. Oh, I love how these turned out. I don't have a video for these specifically, but I do have a video where I show you how I repurpose packaging to create tags. And again, that'll be down below. And then I always like to clip it to that very first page of my signature with a large paper clip, and I'll always try to add something fun dangling from that paper clip. And I have this little Christmas tree enamel charm dangling by a bulb clip, and then added some beautiful red pom-pom trim. I have these vintage Cardinal playing cards. I've had these for many years. I don't even remember where they came from, but I just added that along with some beautiful scrapbooking paper that you can use as a journaling card. Beautiful Christmas music paper, and then red vellum. And I've just paper clipped a little ephemera piece with the beautiful Christmas tree on it. This is the first page of the story. I'm pointing out that I did trim off about, about maybe a quarter of an inch or a half an inch from the book pages, but none of the text came off, just a little bit of the images. But I had to do that in order to make sure that it fits within the cover. And this book is a 2002 edition. A lot of these cute little note papers or stationery papers came from my own personal stash, and the majority, you won't believe, have been thrifted. So I'm always on the hunt for stationery at thrift stores or wherever I can get my hands on them. And I've been very lucky these past couple of years that I have found a lot of Christmas stationery notepads. And so I like to sprinkle these in all of my journals. And then here is another. Look at how cute this one is with that cute little lamb, that cute little snowman on the lamb or the sheep. So cute. That was also a thrift find. And then I have a coffee dyed postcard. I've had this one for a while, and I just coffee dyed it. It used to be bright white. I haven't coffee dyed in a while. I keep saying I need to make some time to coffee dye. I just haven't gotten around to it. Vintage ledger paper. And then the story is in order or in sequence. And there are, other types of pages between the story pages, but they are all there. And then a nice little scripture journaling card tucked into a pocket, which has been stitched on two sides and then also decorated with more ephemera and stickers. I've added some varying tabs with some ruffled little fabric pieces. This is Tim Holtz wallpaper, Christmas wallpaper, and it feels so good. And so I just cut it down a few inches to make a side tuck spot, added an acetate sheet, and then this is a recipe card that I also thrifted. One of my favorite things to thrift are the stationery and also recipe cards. So I always come across amazing recipe cards. This is a little coin envelope, and for this I used a Tim Holtz die set. And I will also have a list of all of the items that I used, all of the tools and things. Okay, maybe not a full list, but I will try to list the supplies that I used. And then I also have an associate Amazon or an Amazon affiliate link. And so if you are interested in any of the products or the tools that I used, you can follow that link. And if you do make a purchase, thank you in advance. I do earn a small commission from your purchases, which in no way affects you. But thank you in advance if you do that. This is the center of the first signature, and I've added some beautiful beads, and that's also been bound with some hemp twine. And then I created a tuck spot with a small little file folder, also die cut from Tim Holtz Thinlits. Then I made this beautiful tag, and it's 3 layers. You have scrapbooking paper, vellum, and then this round tag from my stash, and then added some beautiful green velvet trim. That one I've been hoarding for several years. I bought it at a boutique in Salt Lake, and oh my gosh, it sits on my bookshelf all year long. I just love looking at it all year. So here is this little file folder. Did I call it an index card? It's a mini file folder from Tim Holtz, and I've made it into a tuck spot, so it's glued on 2 sides, but you can open it up for some extra journaling or just a nice little tuck spot. And then I die cut a Rolodex card and added some stickers and little ephemera pieces. And then to keep it closed, I just added a little gold paper clip with some scrap ribbon and some scrap trim. More Tim Holtz wallpaper paper. Wallpaper. Oh, you know what I mean. The wallpaper design Tim Holtz paper. Oh my gosh, that one got me. That one got me tongue-tied. And then I forgot to remove this, but this is just sticker release paper. So I save all of the backings after I've used all the sticker sheets or the stickers from the sticker sheet. And then I like to use these because as the glue is drying, I'll paper clip it. Shiny side against the glue to keep it from sticking to the opposite page. And so that's why that was there. And so if you don't have the time to wait around for that to dry before you move on to the next page, just put one of those release papers onto whatever you've glued down, and that'll help keep it from sticking. Another thrifted recipe card along with more stationery Christmas paper, and then also a vintage edition card. These are really cool. I came across a bunch of these just recently that go back to the 70s, and I think I came across like 6 boxes of these a while back, so that was a nice find. And then another machine stitched pocket, and I like to use gold thread and do a zigzag stitch. Added a beautiful doily just tucked into that pocket, and then tucked in a nice little tag. Also used a Tim Holtz die. Oh, and for this, I punched out some of that acetate that's also included in this journal. I had some scrap pieces, and then with that scallop punch, I was able to punch out some circles to make them into little tags. So cute. And then that skinny black one on the front, I was lucky to find I had 3 or 4 of these little tags left, and I thought I was all out of them. These were some of my favorites that I used last year. And so I came across a little hidden stash. I was so happy to find those skinny little ho 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 tags. So cute. That was my favorite tag in all of the journal. That is my favorite. And then varying scrapbooking papers from my stash along with the vellum, the vintage music paper. For this, I used an envelope, and then I made it into a flip out pocket and then tucked in some vintage scrapbooking paper. And this was a fun find. I almost forgot it was in this journal. When I purchased this little Pokey Christmas book, this picture of this cute little puppy was in the book. And so I thought it would be a good idea for me to leave it as part of the journal. And I tucked it into the envelope. And then this is the vintage little stationery paper that's from Doodling Company, and that's an old company. And so that was a fun find too. I found that at an antique boutique up in Salt Lake a couple years ago. Beautiful Christmas scrapbooking papers from my stash. And then this is now signature number 2. And it also has a altered junk mail envelope with some collage work, and then I added some fun stickers and then made a cute little tag from some beautiful snowman scrapbooking paper. This Merry Christmas notepad paper, also thrifted. Such great finds, you guys. I love thrifting. Just love all of the finds at thrift shops. And then added stickers to decorate some of those blank pages. And then yet another thrifted find. I love those note papers, and I have been kind of holding on to them for a while, but they don't do me any good having them sit on a bookshelf, so I love adding them to the journals. And then so many different beautiful scrapbooking papers from my stash. And then in this pocket, I also added another Christmas paper, and this was also, you guys, this was thrifted also. I'm telling you, I have been so lucky lately finding all of these stationery and paper treasures at different thrift stores. When I have time off or days off, it's what I enjoy doing the most is thrifting. And I go straight to the paper or the stationery section and I comb through everything. And there are days where I don't find anything, and there are other days where, it's like a pot of gold. I've also added another mini file folder, and I've created it as a tuck spot, and I keep it closed with this cute little paper clip. And then this is a newer recipe card. I think these came from a Hobby Lobby. I've had these for a couple years, and I buy them in masses. I buy a lot of those. And then I made this beautiful tag from Scrapbooking Paper Craft, scrapbooking paper, added some die cuts. And then that red and white bow or that ribbon was my favorite from last Christmas, 2022. And I still have a little strip left, so I'm just sprinkling a little bit throughout the journals. And this cute little thank you card with this cute little snowman scene that was also picked up at a thrift store. It's blank on the inside, so it will make a perfect journaling card. And I just tucked it over that page and held it there with a paper clip. The center of this signature also has been bound with red hemp twine and then features beads of varying colors. More beautiful note paper. I think there are, I want to say 5 different designs of this note paper. And then look at this cute little recipe card, you guys. This was a newer thrift find, and it came in a brand new box, a recipe box, and inside were these super cute recipe cards. That was my most fun find, and I think this was just a couple weeks ago. That was fun. I made a tuck spot with some Christmas papers that I've had from Daiso for many, many years, and then tucked in a journaling card. And then I tried to use a lot of those little ruffle trims to look like tabs on some of those pages. A mini card with a mini envelope. A lot of the items that are in these journals can stay as part of the journals, but they can also be removed and used for gift giving as well. If you wanted to attach it to a gift, you could do that as well, or, leave it in the journals so that they can be used for journaling. These are cute little tags. This was a nice find from Dollar Tree, and I love that red foil lettering on those cards. They had them there last year, a different style, and so I went back to see if they brought them back, and they did. They had a really nice variety of Christmas. This is another vintage, excuse me, not vintage. Yeah, vintage. This is a vintage notepad that I picked up last year at a thrift store, and I want to say that one is from, it actually has the date on it, from 1996, so that was cute. And then a cute little postcard. These I've had for a couple years. I only had 3 left, so each of these journals got to have one of these. And then a nice little craft journaling card tucked into the envelope. And then just pinned it to the edge of the paper. I thought about making it a flip out pocket, but I also like the way it looks paper clipped, and so I left it as it is like that. And then lots of little ephemera pieces that are also attached to a lot of the paper clips that can also be used in so many different ways throughout. They can be glued down to the pages. You know, once you start journaling, creating your own memories and documenting, all of these pieces can be moved around and used so many different ways. The back of the cover has a DIY vellum envelope that I made with a envelope punch that I have. Then I made this cute little tag with this iridescent paper, and then has a little candy cane charm attached to it. The vellum envelope, I added some cute note paper to the front of it, tucked in some Christmas cut-aparts, and then to help the flap stay closed, I added a wooden button, and then left the top half of the wooden button unglued so I can tuck in that flap. You could see how I'm demonstrating there. And I just love how that pocket turned out. And that is journal number 1, the Pokey Little Puppies First Christmas. So, so cute. And then it is tied with beautiful gold satin trim. Journal number 2 is the Animals Christmas. The Animals Christmas Eve, and this is a 2007 edition. Also saved that golden spine. So features a lot of the same elements, the velvet trim, the metal book corners, the gold satin trim, and then it has the We Are Memory Keepers wide eyelets on the front and the back cover. Lots of trim on the top, lots of trim on the side. They are so fun to look at just like that. And I have a lot of journals that I have purchased from other amazing creators, and I have them displayed on my bookshelf. Right now, they're actually tucked away in a little box because I'm rearranging things on my bookshelf. But earlier this year, I just had them there. Oh, and I just love looking at them. So this is something you could also do with these journals, is just put them out on display. Features a junk mail pocket on the left-hand side, and then a little house pocket, very similar to the other one. And also features a tag which has been made by repurposing packaging. I'm pointing out how cute how cute the front of these little house pockets look, with the door and the Christmas tree and the little present. I show you how to make these, so don't forget to open up the description area, and then I will have those links in the description area down below so that you can go watch how I make these, and I show you how to make them so that you can make these yourself. They are great for gift giving in lieu of a traditional gift card, or you can also make them to include them in your own junk journals. Again, showing you how much I love those repurposed tags. My favorite thing to do is to repurpose junk. That is my favorite, junk mail envelopes and also packaging to create new things. Showing you the punch that I used with the acetate to make that scallop tag. And you'll see it again in this journal because I also included one here. All 3 journals have a lot of the same elements, the same very similar tags and ephemera pieces. Some of the stickers, like in this one, will vary because I didn't have enough to use in all of the journals. So I kind of just went through my stash and grabbed some of the Christmas stickers that I have and sprinkled them throughout the journals, especially on the blank pages. If you struggle with blank pages, the easiest thing to do is to use a sticker. At least that's what I do. If I'm trying to break a blank page, I just grab a sticker and that is how I start, and that really helps me out. And then all those little ephemera pieces that are paper clipped, they can be used throughout the journal or again given out as a gift with a card. And there's that beautiful velvet trim on that tag. You know what was hard? It was hard for me to cut the ribbon or the velvet trim from its spool because I've had it sitting on my bookshelf since 2019 and I couldn't get myself to use it, but it's so beautiful and it looks even better in the journals. And it looks great on my bookshelf, but I love it. And after I cut some of the ribbon, it felt so good. It's like, okay, I did this. I can do this. I can use these beautiful things in my work. So here's another piece of the sticker release paper that I use to protect the other page, to protect them from sticking to each other. Just make sure if you do reuse your sticker paper, make sure that the slick side, the slippery side of that page is what is going against the glue. That'll keep it from sticking to the glue because it's slippery. Another flip out envelope. And then for this, I did add a Tim Holtz little like washi strip over the glue strip of the envelope because I didn't want it to inadvertently stick to the envelope, if that makes sense. And so I covered it with that Tim Holtz like washi strips to protect it, to protect the envelope from sealing to itself. So I used the same recipe cards in all of the journals. I'm very lucky that I have enough to sprinkle in these journals. I like to use journals in my own personal journals. No, excuse me. I like to use recipe cards in my own personal journaling. And I will document special recipes that may be usually recipes that my daughters have shared with me. I'll document. And then on the back of the recipe cards, I'll tell a little story about the meal or the recipe itself. And so I like to use those in my junk journals. And so that is why I include them in these junk journals so that you can use them as a journaling card. By the way, I forgot to mention, I will have these journals in my Etsy shop. I should have probably mentioned that from the very beginning. I forget. But that link will be down below if you'd like to go and take a look at my Etsy shop. That's where these will be listed. And then I also have other journals there if you want to go take a look at the other journals and items that I have in my Etsy shop. Thank you so much in advance for doing so. I love the way the black, and I've mentioned this in other videos, how the little pops of black is something I'm really, really loving lately. And so in a lot of my recent journal creations, I've been adding a lot of black elements. I just love how that looks, especially next to all of the other vibrant colors that I like to use. Little pops of black here and there complement it, complement all the other colors really well. This is such a cute book, and it's such a cute, cute story. And as I'm doing my final flip through or my own quality control, I will always read the story. And this one is really, really nice. Here is my favorite tag of all of them. I mean, I love them all, but I really like that one. And I think it's because I love how that acetate tag turned out. And I just had some random pieces of acetate, and I thought to myself, I wonder if my punch will punch through that acetate. And it took a little bit of muscle to punch through it. There is some acetate that is too thick and it just won't work. And then others are too thin where it just folds it. But this one wasn't too bad and it looks so cute. I'm so glad that it worked out. And here is that vintage note paper with that cute little, I think it's a teddy bear. I think it's a teddy bear from 1996. And then you could see on that back cover, I also made another vellum pocket with a similar tag with that cute little house sticker on it and that cute little candy cane charm held on with a bulb clip. And that flap tucks in so neatly right there under that wooden button. And then a couple more cut aparts. Beautiful. I love how these turned out. These took me longer to finish. So I've been working on these for a while, only because I've had other things that have also consumed my time lately, and so I couldn't dedicate the time that I wanted to these. So it took me much longer than I had anticipated. Pointing out the book corners, and then for this one I used green velvet. And now to the front cover I added a double bow. And the reason is with some little die cuts, and those die cuts are not paper. I actually ran those dies through the Big Shot, and I used fun foam. And oh my gosh, it is so cute. I love the way this turned out. And the reason I did this little grouping here is because there was some damage on the front cover. And so I wanted to cover it up a little bit. And that bow with those little holly leaves just complemented the cover so well. And it's Christmas time with Big Bird on it. And this is let's see, what year is this one? 1989. So yeah, so it had a little bit of wear on that front cover. But other than that, it's in really good condition, considering it's from 1989. And then here is a bird's eye view. Just love the way all those trims look. And then also that side view. And so you could see how nice that looks with that double bow. So, so pretty. Altered junk mail envelope. Altered junk mail envelope pocket. With the Dear Santa letter, and then a tag. And then each of these tags, the ones that are in the pocket of the front cover, have a gold snowflake, glittered snowflake that's been attached by a bulb pin. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. And then a lot of these pages, the papers, the covers of each signature, they have texture on them. So they have this beautiful embossing. That's why I kind of keep going over those pages. I absolutely love, love, love how these tags turned out. And I think I only made 3 of them. I should have made a 4th one to keep for myself. And so I'll have to remember and make a mental note to make a few more of these, because I just love how these turned out. And fortunately, I have tons of packaging in my Junky Junk box that I could reuse to make even more tags. How about if I if I make a video showing how to make these. Even though I do have a video where I've made different packaging tags in the past, if you are interested in seeing how I use these to make a Christmas packaging tag, let me know. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that, and I'm happy to work on that video. Beautiful iridescent scrapbooking paper. I actually don't remember where that came from, but it is beautiful paper. And then this one is gorgeous. Also from my stash. Some of these papers, you guys, I don't know where they came from. I've just had them for a really long time. And it's fun to be able to go through my stash and pull out some of these papers to use in my journals. I'm not scrapbooking as much as I used to. I still do. I still enjoy scrapbooking. But I just don't do it as much. I did it a lot when my daughters were younger. They all have their albums and all their scrapbooks. I had so much fun scrapbooking. I still do. I love pocket journaling too. That's also fun because they're like little mini scrapbooks. And then you can embellish with all the little things and all the little stickers. And I just love that. And I also like journaling, junk journaling. So I love it all, you guys. All the paper crafts, all the things. I just love it. If you have any questions about anything you have seen today as I flip through these pages, and if I have missed anything, please let me know in the comment section below. I reply to all of your comments. Let me know what you think about these journals. Sometimes I miss pointing things out. So if I do, please just let me know down below. And again, if you are interested in any of these, they will be listed in my Etsy shop. If you have questions as to how I made anything and I missed a video in the description area, just let me know and I will send you the link to the video, or if there isn't a video and if there's something you would like to see, if there's something you would like to see me make, please, I will take your suggestions. I take them to heart, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here, taking the time to join me as I flip through these pages. My sister was here when I was doing this flip through, and I said to her, I'll be right back. I'm going to go do a flip through. It's only going to take me 20 minutes, so hang around. You guys, it's a 40-minute flip through. Believe me, I did everything in my power to try to keep it to 20 minutes, and I just couldn't. And I'm going through the pages a lot faster than I normally do. I don't know if you noticed that, but I tried. And then I tried doing I thought about doing maybe 3 videos and just giving each journal its own video, but I thought, no, I'll just do it all together. So I hope you don't mind that this video is, 45. You don't mind. This is normally what I do, so thank you. I do. I appreciate you being here and taking the time to watch my videos all the way to the end. Thank you. These were so much fun to make. I will be working on more journals before the end of the year. They may not all be Christmas theme, but there will be a lot more journals to come. I may make a few more Christmas journals, but there are others that I'd really like to finish. I've started, I just haven't finished them. So many projects, not enough time. And then I took on a new position, and right now I am in training. So I'm in training from 9 a.m. until 5:30 for the next 3-4 weeks. It is an 8-week program that I am working on, and so I'm not used to sitting at a desk from 9 to 5:30 because I usually work independent during the day. But right now, that is what is consuming my time during the day. But in the evenings, I am free to craft and run. Actually, I'm running during my lunchtime. Am doing a 10K on Thanksgiving morning. So I have been in training now for a few weeks. So I'm really looking forward to that. This book was also really fun to read. I've not read a Big Bird book, or like a Sesame Street book, gosh, since my girls were little. And that was like in the 90s. So this was fun to read when I was doing my quality control. Quality control is getting better, you guys, because I don't think I missed anything. Sometimes as I'm doing the flip throughs, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot something. But no, I think the quality control lady is getting better. I love how those vellum envelopes turned out. Those, I think I need to make a lot more of those because I really like how they turned out. So I am going to put these side by side so you can get another look at how they look all together. So stinky cute. Oh, I love them. You guys don't go away. I am going to flip the camera over and say goodbye to you before you guys go away. So hang tight for a second. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for joining me today as we flipped through the pages of these 3 beautiful junk journals. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking the time to stop by and watch my videos. And also, I want to thank you because we just reached 15,000 subscribers, you guys. My mind was blown that morning. I woke up and I saw that number. I just couldn't believe it. Because of you, we are growing as a community. We are growing as a team because you guys are part of my team. You are helping my channel grow and get out there to other subscribers in the YouTube world or other viewers in the YouTube world. If you are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe and join me for future content like this. You guys are awesome. Don't forget all of the information regarding anything relevant to these journals and of course my Etsy shop will be linked down below. You guys are awesome and I will see you later. Bye.